What's up, guys? It's B-Man the Champ, and welcome to episode 1 of the Champ Rants. Today we'll be talking about, of course, as I mentioned, the Toronto Transit Commission, or the TTC, which is, as I'm sure you've guessed, the transit system that serves the Greater Toronto Area. This one's gonna be a long one, so let's get into it. I got a lot to rant about, so let's start with the first thing, and that's the general service. Now, the subways themselves, usually not too bad. I mean, I got a few things to talk about. Mostly the fact that a lot of times they'll just go out of service for no reason, and you gotta wait another God knows how long for the next one. Usually not so bad, maybe a couple minutes, but it's still kind of annoying. That's just my main gripe about it. They're usually pretty good. I don't have a whole lot to say about the streetcars because they do sometimes have their own dedicated lanes, like obviously the streetcar tracks. There's some streets where they share it with the traffic, the cars and stuff. So it's a little slow, but it's fine. My main gripe though is with the buses because the service has gone way down over the past number of years, but the fares keep getting hiked up, and you know why that is? Partly it's because of the jackasses who don't pay their fare, or they just walk on without paying, or like they tap their card. Oh, it's declined. Oh well, not much I can do about it. Oh, let me just walk on. It makes me especially feel like a fucking moron because like you see them get away with it all the time. And as I said, you guys, just for the rest of us who actually are honest and want to pay our fare, we get punished because we have to pay more because of so the TTC can have hopefully better service, but the service still sucks. Like, I'll give you an example. So a lot of times, see, I have this app, right? It tells you where the TTC bus is, like how long it's going to be before the next one, and give or take, it's fairly accurate. But a lot of times, I'll notice because I live just literally right across the street from a bus stop, and sometimes it'll say like, okay, next bus is in 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, so it takes me 2 minutes to get downstairs and get ready and get downstairs, and then I get there, and it's already fucking. I don't see it coming down the street. I look the other way, it's already fucking gone. It's the next street over. It's a couple streets over. And I'm like, well, that's fucking great. Or a lot of times you'll get it where it's like, um, it'll be, it'll say like 5 minutes, and you go and you're waiting. Goes down to 0 minutes, still no bus, and then it shows the next one's coming in like say 8 minutes. I'm like, well, that's great. What happened to the first one? That's just part of it. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Just something happened. Anyway, so that's one of the things I hate. But I guess I can see partly why, because as I'm going to get into, there's a lot of reasons why a bus would be either really early or really late, and that's the passengers. So a lot of times you get a bunch of people trying to get on the bus, even though it's already packed. Like you pack like sardines. You get people that are like, oh, I want to get on this bus now. And I guess I get it because of the fact that it's so unreliable. I get it. But at the same time, like I don't see how the fuck you can fit on the bus with everybody else that's already packed on like sardines. Like I said, it's so. And another thing is, some people. This happens to me like probably 90% of the time. I'm sitting on the bus, or sitting at a light, or we're sitting at the station, getting ready to start, or whatever. And you could have, okay, let's say the driver's already picked up the people. Literally nobody comes for the entirety of the light cycle. And just as it's turning green, somebody runs for the bus. Almost every time. It's so freaking, like, the timing is just unbelievable sometimes, you know? But next, let's talk about some of those passengers who are people who try and cram on the bus with their strollers. And okay, I know, you got kids. You want to repopulate. You want to have a family. I get that. But you don't need strollers that are big enough for 5 kids when you only have one. And you see people all the time. It's already crowded with strollers. You see people still try and get on with their giant ass strollers too. It's so freaking annoying sometimes. And it creates, like, you get more than one person on with a stroller. It creates a bottleneck, and now nobody can get through on the front door. Yeah, you could try and get on the back door, but that's if the back door is even open, if somebody has to get out, because the driver usually doesn't open it himself. Used to, back when the pandemic was still a thing, but not anymore usually. So that's another thing, and you got to try and, like, squeeze your way through to get towards the back of the bus, so you don't create like I said, like a bottleneck at the front. It's just. But anyway, moving on, we've got also the fact that you got some people who, if let's say they're gonna want to get off at a stop. Now, some buses have the big red flashing light that tells you stop requested, meaning somebody wants to get off the bus. Okay, great. I get sometimes, you got your headphones on, you're listening to music, or you're scrolling through Instagram or whatever, you're scrolling through your phone. Maybe you're not noticing. Okay, fine. But if you press it once, or if you pull the cord once and nothing happens, that should say to you, oh, somebody else has already pressed the button. Maybe I should just get off here. No, you keep pulling the cord. You keep pressing the button. Like, that's supposed to freaking do anything. Just get up when your stop comes. Get up and get off the bus. It's not hard. It's so freaking annoying. What else? There was one other thing. Oh, another thing kind of similar to that is when the bus is pulling in to the station, because that's usually where they stop, where the route ends, right? You still get people, like, especially at Kennedy, you go past the last stop, which is like just over the bridge, just before Kennedy. So you get people at the last stop, and then the bus goes and it's about to pull in the station. You get people pulling the cord. You get people pressing the button for a stop request. Like, what do they think? The driver's not gonna think, oh, nobody's pressing the button to get off here. I guess I'll just continue past the station, which is my last stop, and just keep going and fuck everybody else. Like, seriously. So ridiculous. I think that was pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. And this is almost going on 10 minutes, or 7 minutes, 8 minutes. But yeah, that's just like some of the many things that I hate about the TTC. Like, I hate that I have to take it because I have to get around. So it just annoys me. I'm sure a lot of people, I know no transit system is perfect. I get it. But CTC seems to be the most egregious, in my opinion. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm not sure when the next episode's going to be out. It'll probably be more like an end of the month kind of thing. I'll upload towards the end of each month. We'll see how that plays out. But thank you for watching the first episode. Leave a comment down below if you've experienced any of the things I've talked about, or some other thing that you think I should have mentioned. Maybe I'll make a part 2 if I find even more stuff. Who knows? But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.